Great fun to work with her earlier in the year. Now then, they do call it Boxing Day, I think, because everybody fights. Well, you won't be fighting over this programme, because everybody will want to see the athletic highlights of the year.
And what a finale in prospect to these European Championships, with Roger Black of Britain in second place, behind the West German Lubka. Then the Soviet Union third and Italy fourth. But can Black come through and win Britain's 8th gold medal of this memorable week? The home crowd really roaring the West German on, but Black is having an incredible race, and he's going to win. Britain are going to win gold. Yes, Britain takes the gold, West Germany the silver, and what a run that was by Roger Black. What a way to end the championships. And British athletics has surely never enjoyed a season quite like this. Magnificent.
Well, 1986, it's been absolutely unbelievable. Where do you start? Individuals have come through, and old stages have kept us going. And in terms of world athletics, I think it's been tremendous. But in terms of Great Britain, it's been unbelievable. I don't think we've had a year like it for a long, long, long time.
The moments that made 1986 a memorable athletics year are yours to savour again right now. Later on, we've got a competition. The prize, a selection of top-quality sportswear, so have your pens and paper at the ready. We open our scrapbook of the year with Roger Black, the British athlete of 1986, who's poised to become Britain's next athletics superstar. He underlined his enormous potential at the European Championships in Stuttgart, when both Black and Derek Redmond were Britain's representatives in the men's 400 metres final.
A clean start. Redmond will run a cautious first 200 metres. Black will go out like a train, and that's exactly what has happened. Look, the West German made a very good start too, but both Redmond and Black are well placed. Under 200 to go. Lubka and Schoenleber and Skamral on the inside, all battling for the medals, but the British duo have to be in with a hope. Black, if he can keep coming as strongly as that off the bend. Schoenleber on the inside. Redmond has a lot to do here, but Black is just ahead. The West German is finishing strongly, but Black, I think, is going to do it if he holds on. Yes! Roger Black in 44.61 is the new European champion, the new United Kingdom record holder. He doesn't seem to realise what he's done. I think he's just been told now he has become the best 400-metre runner in British history. A fantastic performance. And Derek Redmond, who finished fourth, has seen his record taken away from him. And Roger Black has written the biggest headline of all. A fantastic performance. Roger Black, the new European champion in a new United Kingdom record.
I very, very rarely, when I cross the line, show any emotion. I know I did in the relay. That was a completely different thing, because the reasons for that were what happened beforehand. But for the individual, when I crossed the line, there was very little emotion at all. I mean, I wasn't sure that I'd won, and I really genuinely wasn't sure that I won, and I didn't want to proclaim victory and then find out that I hadn't won.
Now, Roger, how do you answer those people, particularly within athletics, who are asking, how has Roger Black improved so quickly in '86?
I think probably my natural growth had a lot to do with it. Because of my age, I was still growing, and I think not so much height-wise, but I did mature a lot over the year. I was also getting used to training, because I'd only been training in 1985, and my body was not really getting used to it. And I think coming into '86, my body was getting used to training and was being able to deal with the training load. I think it had a lot to do with it.
How are you going to well, not even top it, how are you going to match it in 87?
Well, there's only one way to match it. I've got to come back with a gold medal at the World Championships. It is feasible. You know, you just don't know in this sport. You know, one year you can go well, one year you can't. Hopefully, I'll go better than I did this year. It's going to be hard to do, but there's no reason why I shouldn't do.
Linford Christie was another athlete who sprang to world class this year. In 1985, he'd been just one of a promising bunch of British sprinters, but the European Indoor Championships in Madrid heralded Christie's big breakthrough.
The British camp have high hopes that Linford Christie can take the silver medal behind the favourite Yevgeniev, who's made a storming start and is coming up to Christie's shoulder. Razganov of the Soviet Union is the man who is surely the biggest threat to Linford Christie lifting that silver medal. Yevgeniev comes into the whole saving the lead, and Christie's even closing on him, and Christie's won it! Christie has won the gold medal! A fantastic performance by Linford Christie. He's beaten Yevgeniev, he's smashed the track record, and he will be the happiest man in the British camp tonight.
Christie returned to Madrid in June to break Alan Wells's British 100 metres record. He then took Commonwealth silver in Edinburgh when Wells didn't make the final Scottish team. So the stage is set for a confrontation at the European Championships 100 metres final in Stuttgart. At last, Linford Christie got the chance to emerge from the Scots shadow.
A clean start. Let's look for Wells making his usual good start. Indeed he did, and Wells is leading, but here comes Christie. It's between those two. Wells fading, but Christie gets the gold. Brinkman the silver, Marie Rose the bronze, and Wells was fourth, and Linford Christie has answered all the doubts and given the critics nothing left to say. The new United Kingdom champion, the European indoor champion over 200 metres, is now the European 100 metres champion.
Alan Wells, you had some rather harsh things to say about him before the race, possibly. Has that gone out of the window now?
Well, you see, the problem was that, you know, I was standing next to Mac, and he just said hello to Mac and walked past me, you know, I mean, and we haven't spoken, you know, since we've been here. But, I mean, saying that, all respect to the guy, as I said before, he's the guy who's made it possible for people like me. He showed us that the Americans and everyone else were human beings. And, I mean, you can say he is the godfather of British athletics.
So, Wells eclipsed by Christie in 1986, but the year wasn't without triumphs for him. At Gateshead in August, he took on the world's #1 sprinter, the unbeaten Commonwealth champion, the explosive Ben Johnson from Canada.
Johnson then in the centre, made a very fast start indeed. Wells has got off particularly well too. It's going to be Johnson with Desai Williams running in very close to the line. And it's Wells, in fact, who gets up to take it, I think. And that's tremendous run by Alan Wells. And Alan Wells has shown once again that you dare not write off this great man.
One of the most dramatic athletics images of '86 saw an inconsolable Fatima Whitbread after her Commonwealth Games defeat in Edinburgh in the women's javelin. Tessa Sanderson had upset the form book with a throw of 69 metres 80, over a metre further than Fatima's best. And that after Fatima had been producing throws over the 70-metre mark all season. So for the European Championships in Stuttgart, she was still seeking her first victory in a major championship.
The first throw for Fatima Whitbread in the qualifying round of the javelin competition. Oh, what a tremendous throw. It's going way out there. She's 62 metres is that yellow line. And that throw is tremendous. It's way beyond that. Good heavens, what a start that is for Fatima. It's only 9:20 in the morning. There's a good crowd on the far side. The press seats here are deserted. But Fatima is producing everything at just the right moment. You can see on the left-hand side a marker which shows the world record. And that throw is a long way beyond even the world record. Can there ever have been such a performance at this time of day? 77 metres 44. It's more than 2 metres ahead of Petra Felka's world record of 75 metres 40.
So a tremendous world record, the first ever by a British thrower. But the pressure was on to reproduce something special in the final the following day.
I think it was easier being in a hotel where no one knew where I was. So the world's press couldn't find me between the qualifying round when I set the world record and the final, which made it easier for me to prepare for the final the next day at 5:30 in the evening. My belief was that I was there with a 50-50 chance of winning, and I didn't have anything to lose. I lost the Commonwealth Games, but I really wanted badly to win a major medal. And having set the world record, it was in my heart to go back the next day and win that gold medal.
Petra Felka will be pleased to have led